All right, y'all. It is July 14th, 8:29 a.m. I may have to step off again for a call, but quick disclaimer. But let's dive into it, man. Feeling good about the state of where I have been in my trading for the past week or so. Seems that we are in a bullish climate, but we'll be careful with that because let's dive into it. QQQ got the main screen. Bell just rung, so we are live. Seems like we're in a bullish climate. Like QQQ is bouncing off of a hourly and 4 hours support right here. Kind of like a channel, like a downward channel. Just trying to break to the upside here. Yeah, you can try to treat it like that, like a little channel here, a little chop, a little breakthrough right here, and break above. We'll see how the market chooses to continue to react. We're going to give it about 30 or so minutes. As of right now, this is nothing but a lower high on a more grand scheme of things. So market can trick you in that way. Kind of seems like it's going into this super huge burst of movement, when in reality it's more so, big fish in a small pond type deal, kind of like a sideways channel almost. If you want to look over the past 2 weeks, but just off a couple of days or whatever, it's forming nothing but a lower high for the past 3 days. So we're gonna give it time. We're gonna let the market. We're gonna feel the market out for a little bit, like we always do. We'll see if it has some kind of encouragement to bounce up, and we'll just kind of wait and watch and try to form a bias. But we're gonna wait. Let's see. And SPY is near the 50. If it does choose to bounce, that'll be interesting. It's very much so like it is in this channel right here. SPY is doing the same thing, kind of right at this 50 mark in between in consolidation. So it could have a bounce up to the upside. Could just have like this first 15 to 30 minutes could be like a retest period. We'll see how it wants to push up over time. But we'll give it the 15 minutes and kind of see if the market kind of tilts in one direction. Then we'll kind of start trying to form a bias. Yeah, SPY is right at the 50 line. We'll see if it tries to bounce upward. XLK having a strong breakout during the pre-market as well. They're all having like a strong breakout broadening pattern to the upside, which is what the pre-market is showing us. I guess I couldn't kind of. Yeah, like this is having this little channel here. Same thing for SPY. It's all looking the same. A little broadening pattern for SPY. It wants to kind of break above here, which is a possibility. If it does break above here, that'll give us a bullish bias to the upside. It's kind of retesting that moving average. It's kind of breathing a little bit. We'll see if it has the strength or the potential to kind of move forward to the upside before we form our bias. Same thing for XLK. They're all just kind of in this little channel. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. That may. Yeah, not perfect, but yeah, a little broadening pattern here as well. So it's gonna break above here. We get a push up around 9 a.m. for sure get us into a bullish bias. I'll give it some time. It's bouncing down right now, so it's seeming like a pullback type environment. Um, just taking a little breather right now. First 5 minutes is calm. I'll go back to QQQ. QQQ looks like it's already kind of broken above here. A little channel. It's already kind of broke through right here, kind of consolidated, breaking above again. See if it has the energy to kind of continue to push throughout the day. That'll be the real question. See how it reacts over that moving average. I'll try to react to what we see in front of us here. QQQ and XLK are, we're in oversold territory, or overbought territory. 5 a.m. ish, 6 a.m. ish. So it'll be interesting to see if it comes back down to the 50, only to bounce back up and continue to push up. That'll be interesting to see. SPY is the only one that's really right below the 50, kind of like a pullback type situation. They're all at the 4-hour and hourly support, which is interesting to see. So we'll see how the market tries to react. Let me make sure my chart is set where it needs to be. I'm not gonna fall into that trap again like we did yesterday. We came out profitable, but definitely human error. Watching a 1-minute time frame as my execution, just awful, just terrible trade. But glad I was able to get that figured out and come across with the win. Kind of leaning bullish right now, but we'll see. Let's give it just a little bit more time. Just try to get something. It is important to kind of note that we are just, forming a lower high in the grand scheme of things. So we can get a strong push, but this is all just a lower high in the grand scheme of things here. So we'll see how the market wants to react here. It's going to be interesting for sure. It's a little bit more of an anticipation or kind of a predictive thing, but could be in a situation where we are in a bullish situation, but we kind of have a strong pullback and we kind of bounce up throughout the rest of the day. That's what I'm thinking, but you know, never want to be. We more so want to react to the market. We don't want to try to anticipate moves. So we'll see if the market wants to continue to stay above the 50 on these green ones. I think we get a strong bounce to the upside for today. It's kind of what I'm seeing just based off of how SPY and QQQ are kind of reacting right now. We'll give it 5 more minutes before we try to formulate their bias, but I think the bulls are kind of holding ground a little bit above the 50, above the VWAP. We'll see how it wants to react. Even if it is a lower high situation here, we could have some volatility push up, and it could lose steam to maybe form that bearish candle on the hourly later. This is more anticipatory talk than anything. So could have a strong push up here, and then ultimately just have that moment where we come back down. It's all about catching the move when it's the right time. It's about having a strong bullish moment. SPY is real clogged up. So is QQQ. Like, I see hourly resistance right at QQQ, so it's gonna have a tough time pushing up. Maybe SPY is coming towards 4-hour resistance. It's gonna have a tough time pushing up, and so is XLK. XLK is coming up on hourly resistance as well, even though they're all jammed up in this 4-hour and hourly support. So it's gonna be a lot of back and forth. Might not be a lot of strong movement to start off. That's kind of what I'm getting at. So we may want to just kind of fall in line with the trend, not lean so much on the support and resistance today, because it's real cluttered. So we are definitely in a downtrend if you want to take it that route. XLK is kind of crashing a little bit here. So is QQQ. SPY still at the 50. Let me try to zoom out a little bit. We're definitely, it seems like this in a minute, but we're definitely strong sideways moment. I mean, I'm a little more bearish as far as the trend goes. I'm kind of switching a little bit back and forth, trying to make a decision, but let me make sure I'm zoomed out enough. Just at the moment, do they? Yeah, I think we're in a bit of a pullback moment. I think it's anybody's ball game, honestly. I kind of don't like that because it's hard to form a bias. Time is it? We got less than a minute before we get that 15-minute. Kind of not ready to form that bias yet. I'm landing just a little more. XLK is kind of plummeting here. And QQQ is losing some ground too. So maybe safe to kind of And then a little more bearish the way the QQQ and XLK is crashing. SPY is still kind of holding on a little bit here, but we have to stick with QQQ and XLK. So most of our trades come from out of that territory. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on them. We'll give them a little more time here. It's 15 minutes is in. It may take till 9 o'clock to kind of get a bias. SPY's holding strong. SPY's pushing up. It may take some time. They're gonna make us earn this bias. It's gonna take some time. The bias is a little hard to reach, I'm not gonna lie. I have to kind of lean one way. The bulls maybe being a little more bullish, given that we're at the top of the 50, top of the VWAP. We'll seem to not be letting it go. SPY is definitely leaning a little more bullish at the 50, like a pullback situation. They're all looking like pullback situations here, getting stronger. So let's kind of poke our head in at some bullish action here. Palantir. Let's see. Palantir is already in oversold territory. It burst from the top there. So Palantir is not the one we want. Let's try Adobe. Adobe is doing some crazy things as well. Oracle and ARM. Oracle's kind of not in a great position right now. Yikes. ARM is possible. ARM is definitely plummeting. ARM is at hourly support. That it's above the 50, so it looks like it's having a pullback moment as well. So it's possible. It's definitely sideways though, so I don't like that it's in a huge downtrend, but it is at support in the grand scheme of things. So we'll keep an eye on it. Definitely in a downtrend, so trying to catch a push up. Definitely, ARM is one of those that always scares me. It's at a negative 21. That volatility is crazy. Let's keep an eye on the broader market. Yeah, everything is definitely downtrendy right now. I'm trying to catch a push to the upside. So you can kind of say that SPY is in a bit of a pullback mode on screen one. But everybody else is definitely more so looking a little more downtrending. But they're all above the 50. That's the real question. How does the overall market feel? Can't really gauge. I can't really gauge what the market's feeling right now. I'm just gonna be honest with myself on camera. Going off of the EFI on screen one, it did have a strong breakout to the upside. So we kind of have to lean that way. That's what the indicator is telling us from an overall market standpoint. We had a strong breakout above, and we're just kind of floating in pullback territory. So, time is it? 8:50 almost. We're watching. Watching to see if anything breaks for sure. Curious to see what ARM gives us. It's giving us the best chance. Yeah, I think we're in a strong pullback. I think we might have to be patient. I'm curious to see what ARM does as far as maybe another potential drop. Volatility at a -21, which, according to my rules, technically I'm supposed to just use a trailing stop and kind of let it run. I'm definitely nervous when I do things like that. Especially when it's a huge downpour of it's definitely a huge downtrend. That is scary. Definitely a huge downtrend. So I probably won't be doing that because it's not as. Yeah, this being in an ARM being in a downtrend is scary. Mostly everybody's in a. QQQ and XLK are in the start of a downtrend. So that worries me. I don't know. I'm trying to put my finger on the bias. Really can't do it. Probably should stay out of this trade today. Probably what I should do. What's today? Tuesday? It's the middle of the. Market's a little indecisive. A little bit. Check on SPY. SPY is probably the only thing that's kind of giving us like some real decision making. Like based off SPY, kind of hanging above the 50 right when it's needed to be a pullback on the hourly standpoint. That's the only thing that's giving me like bullish assurance. Like this is just a pullback, and we're gonna push up some more. So that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from SPY, based off the EFI and its broadening pattern. QQQ and XLK being at a top, like being in overbought territory, and then kind of pushing down a little bit. That worries me. Because it lets me think that this pullback has a lot more room to fall. So that's why I'm a little more nervous about QQQ and XLK and ARM, because ARM falls in that category. But I'm leaning bullish. I'm leaning bullish. I'm just trying to get a feel. So we may have to be a lot more patient for sure. Amazon kind of popped up. I was watching Amazon we traded Amazon yesterday. It's sideways. It's definitely below the 50, looking like it wants to consolidate. It's sideways. Yeah. Yeah, Amazon's got nothing. Yeah, I think we're in a real solid pullback. Everything's looking kind of sideways too. ARM being above the 50. It's interesting. It's right at pullback territory too on screen too. How much time we got left? 6 minutes? 5.5? Oh shoot, I've been talking this entire time. Yeah, I've been talking this entire time, and And I realizing I've been talking to myself, we're at break even. I don't know where I left off or picked up at, but bulls look like they've caught a little bit of support on the moving average here. Um, we're back up 2%. Um, we're gonna let this trade just take care of itself because, yeah, it's having a rough go to the downside for sure. And that push away from the resistance was encouraging to see. Opening back up a little bit on the, looks like the bears kind of caught themselves back in the mix. Um, not quite above the LSMA 5-minute, but going from bullish to bearish was a good thing. Some hard resistance right here. Let's hope that momentum continues for the bears. This trade is in the. Let me see if I'm picking up any kind of trend momentum for this trade for the bulls at all. You just gotta trust the trend, I guess. It's definitely a downtrend. Could it be trying to pick up a late bullish trend? Maybe. I could see a bounce, maybe. A late bounce, but I can see a bounce. Yeah, it's in the mix right now. It doesn't know what it wants to do. Yeah, we did our part. We just gotta let it finish, I guess. It's giving it a rough go. No question. This trade is having a tough time. It's having a real tough time. It's kind of floating, and the fact that it's floating above the VWAP and floating above the 50 kind of scares me a little bit. That WIT is, QQ is floating above the 50. Same thing for XLK. Yeah, that pullback is looking serious and serious as time passes. I'm getting some strong bullish buying right now. In the 30-second. And some late bullish momentum. They're all closing up. Bears are kind of losing steam here. It's kind of floating up. Man, it is taking its time. Not a fan of how it's going, I can tell you that. Where we at? Dell is on. I should be watching SPY. SPY is definitely pushing up. Yeah, SPY is definitely pushing up. Yeah, the more it floats, the more it makes me believe that it's going to continue to try to push up late. So I should be watching SPY and XLK. I shouldn't be watching QQQ. That's my mistake. SPY is a little more bullish. That's the one that's giving me a little more surety on the bullish side. It is a pullback for sure. So, but it was definitely pushing down below the 50 when I entered the trade. So probability was on my side at the time. And just trust the system. Just leave it be. It's just a game. It's a probability. That's all we got right now. We'll see if SPY kind of loses its way. That's the only thing kind of holding it together, and that's a big only thing, huh? Let me check on Dell. Dell is at a. We're at a day. This is daily resistance here. Daily resistance. On top of 4-hour resistance as well, but definitely can see the. think we had quite a few things in our favor. Just let the probabilities play out. That's all. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Let the probability play itself out. What are we at? 9:30 coming up. 20 seconds. QR code still a little closing up. Man, catching some serious support. Yeah, I think this trade is a bit in trouble. We're down 1%. We're down 2%. I think this trade is in trouble for sure. Still, the bulls. You know what's surprising? The bulls have not. They're not breaking above. Yeah, QR code is flipping. I think we let this one go. I think we let it go. It's not a hold on type of thing here. 530. We're down 3%. The QR code is flipping. Yeah, let the trade take care of itself. QR code is flipping to the upside. I think SPY has caught some support for sure. I think when we took the trade, we were in a good place, but I think it's hanging above that 50, and I think it continues to kind of push up a little bit more, which is driving Dell and XLK to kind of stay above a 50 mark. We're definitely in a pullback situation. But I say we stay put. We don't have to touch it. Leave it alone. Got a curl to the downside. Yeah, we just let it play out. That's why we have the OCO bracket. Let everything play itself out. It's at 9:31. I got about 15 minutes roughly. You just let the probabilities play itself out. So that's all I can do. Nothing I can do. When we took the trade, we were in a solid position. So we just let it play out from here. We don't control the outcome. We just continuously do our system, and that's what I'm going to continuously do. I see a curl down to the downside on screen 2. We'll see if that brings about any bearish momentum, but QR code 3 out of 4 are green. Usually that's an exit sign for me, but I don't. That's why I just stop following that game plan. I need the OCO bracket where it is. We're down what? Down 3% still. So I think this is getting some serious support. Yeah, it's having a rough go. SPY turned on us pretty good. It's actually about to turn green and push up. So it's XLK. Everybody's pushing up. See the downtrend. Leave it be. Yeah, it's catching support for sure. So it's fine. I think when we took the trade, we were in a pretty decent spot. SPY was definitely in a red phase as well. This support is catching for sure. So we take this one on the chin. Yeah, we just take it on the chin. This is definitely some support being caught. I think it'll get us out pretty soon. Down 4%, 25.30. We still got 35 cents before we lose out. I don't think we lose 10%, but I mean, what I was going to say earlier, the interesting thing is that the bulls have not carried the momentum over the 5-minute relative volume on the LSMA. That was interesting to me. In the past two attempts that they've had a bullish push up. But I think SPY is carrying this pretty well. You can't fight the overall broader market. You just can't fight it. It's actually flipped green. It's above the 50. So is XLK. So I think it's ultimate or imminent is the word. I think we are taking an L on this one, and we'll take it. Nothing we did wrong. We were on the right side of the trade when we got in. It didn't have any flow after that. Actually did what I expected it to do. So we're out. So we're done. Damn, 24.95 is crazy. 160. Not terrible, but not great. How much did we lose? Quite a bit. Quite a bit, in my opinion. It just flipped. Nothing we can do about that. 26.55. 24.95. Lost 6%. Lost 6%. That happens, man. That happens. We were on the right side of the trade once we jumped in right here, I believe. Somewhere in here. What time we jump in? 9:10, 9:11. So right at the end of this candle when we jumped in here. Yeah, we had good probability right here. Just retest of the resistance. Dump down. That moving average just caught us slipping, man. We got 10 minutes. I'll look for. I got 10 minutes. I'll try to see if I can see anything else, but I'm pretty good with just taking the L and walking away. Palantir. It's giving us a little bit of something here. Palantir just went crazy, but it never pushed down. Adobe. Oracle ARM. I know ARM was something I was watching earlier. ARM is still floating. ARM kind of retested that earlier move. QR code is all green. I don't quite see the second wave of increase. Wouldn't be the greatest trade to take. But yeah. I don't think we get anything in 10 minutes or 8 minutes, but I mean, I can see the divergence there. Let's go to ARM. Yeah, tough loss. Tough loss. We were on the right side of the trade once we entered. That's something I can't be mad at. That's a loss you have to kind of respect. They flipped that. They had to flip that real tough. So I'm good with not getting in another one. I think I'm done. That trade took a lot out of me, honestly. It is what it is. I'm actually cut this video. I'm done. Right? Like I'm mentally done. That took a lot out of me. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. I don't anticipate taking another trade. My confidence hasn't gotten that good to where I can just take another trade out of nowhere. And not out of nowhere. It'd be in the system, but I think we just got hit up in the volatility crush because now it's all moving down, which is crazy if that's the case. But it is what it is. I think we take the L and come to another day, right? 6% ain't bad. We've been killing it 10+% for a while. So we just stick to the system and let it play out over time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I hate losing. If you can tell, I just hate losing. But we've been doing good for an entire week. I think we've been hitting like the past 5-ish trades, maybe. So past 5 trades have been green days. This is the one red day. Let's not be a sulky, sore loser. Just accept it and move on. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all be easy.